Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Talk about this Iranian Hulk, what I like to call the Iranian Hoax or the Iranian Hen, because he's a scared, big Iranian who doesn't want to get in there and fight the crazy man, Martyn Ford. And what you're seeing in this image with him in the black shorts, that's all photoshopped. He looks nothing like that. And it's sad because you're really looking forward to having him get in the ring in the celebrity boxing match that's supposed to take place on April 30th against Martyn Ford. Now, for those of you who say, okay, well, who's Martyn Ford, right? Let me show y'all who he is. Okay, this is Martyn Ford, and this is a real picture of the Iranian Hulk. Now, if you look at him here with the sweatshirt and everything, then go back and look at him here. That's not. It's the same person, but he looks nothing like this. He looks nothing like that. He's actually fat, out of shape. He's not a fighter, and he was about to get exposed as a result. So that's one of the reasons. The fight's called off, so he's no longer fighting Martyn Ford on April 30th. He called it off, not Martyn Ford. Martyn Ford wants to fight him. But what happened is, when he came over to start the press conference and they had the face-off, he got shoved by Martyn Ford. And the Iranian Hulk didn't do anything. And that was like a huge embarrassment to his country where he's from in Iran. The entire country kind of turned their back on him, especially his parents, saying he's a shame. Well, even his parents wanted to say that's not their son is stronger than that. So it looks like they were expecting him, if someone put their hands on him, for him to respond or do something. But I know what it is. He got himself into a situation that he couldn't get out of, and he doesn't know what to do. One, he's not a fighter. Two, he's not this big Iranian Hulk. And three, he didn't know, he's never dealt with that kind of aggressor. And four, I'm sure he didn't know whether he would, if he responded, how that would make him look. Because culturally, the Iranian people and the English people and just Western civilization as a whole, totally different. You know, he can't come out here and get into an exchange like that because there's a certain way he's expected to conduct himself. So he has all these things going on in his mind. One, knowing he's not a fighter. Two, probably not used to dealing with aggression. People probably cater to him back home. And then four, not really knowing how to fight. And five, culturally, if he comes out there and acts like this madman and aggressive and with no real respect or honor, he can't go back home. If so, he's going to get ostracized. And that's what happened. He went home and people kind of turned their backs on him, even his family. And it hurt him. It hurt him badly. And he went on TV and was crying, saying he can't speak to his parents. He even went on to say how he was offered, money's not everything to him. He was offered bodyguard jobs and bouncing jobs in Dubai, paying $20,000 a month, and how he's turned those down. So money doesn't matter to him. If he can't come back to his country, Iran, and live and be happy, he doesn't want the money. And to me, those are just all, ways for him to try to justify, backing out of the fight. It has nothing to do, I think it has a little bit to do with the family, but it has a lot to do with him not wanting to be embarrassed and then having to go back to Iran as an embarrassment and having the people of his community and his whole country turn their back on him, make him the laughing stock. That would crush him. He's even been talking about he wishes death on himself, like talking suicidal, like talking real nonsense. And one thing for sure, we don't want to see anybody hurt themselves. But I think that's just a little bit of him just kind of playing to the media in ways to make an excuse to get out the fight. Because he knew he was going to get lit up by Martyn Ford. Martyn Ford has been training for a while. He's had a couple boxing matches already. And of course, he's not Tyson Fury, but he'll fight. And the Iranian Hulk isn't built for that. So real sad, real disappointing to see that they're supposed to fight April 30th in the O2 Arena. I mean, it's supposed to be a sold-out crowd. Everybody's coming there to see this. And now Martyn Ford is going to have to sit back on the sidelines and just be a fan watching the other boxing matches, unless they can find a last-minute replacement for him. I mean, they got 25 days to do it. I doubt that's going to happen. But sad, but also at the same time hilarious. Man, scared to get into the ring. All this Photoshop stuff of him being a tough guy with boxing gloves on, and it's not him. And that's what I say, man. You know, when you get into that boxing ring, reality comes into you real quick. And he didn't even get into boxing. He just got into a face-off and he got shoved. And he knew then that he messed up. People just, you know, if you want to have a social media presence, Photoshop your images, and amass a large following, you know, that's fine, no problem. But when it comes to saying you're a fighter and different things, stop, because especially when you're attracting the attention of the media and different media outlets from all across the world, and now your name is just thrown out there to everybody. You can be such a huge embarrassment, and it's inescapable, because 10, 20, 30 years down the road, people are going to be laughing at this guy. He's come like a joke now. Ridiculous. So the whole thing was canceled, man. At least that fight. But I wouldn't be surprised if the whole card gets canceled, because that's the main attraction. Everybody's there to see them, not to come and see all these guys on the undercard, man. Even the event itself was supposed to feature a former Premier League footballer, Patrice Evra, and Jamie O'Hara, along with podcast host Jim English. And they were supposed to, and right now it's still to go ahead as planned, but it's up in the air. It's ridiculously, man. So Ford even came out and said that he's disappointed. His fight with the Hulk won't be going ahead, given the fact that he's dedicated so much time to his training program and doing everything to ensure he was in the best shape, because he took pride in headlining the event. This is Martyn Ford, and the Iranian Hulk just totally played itself. It's ridiculous, man. So, although I'll no longer be involved, and I look forward to attending the celebrity boxing event as a fan. So it's ridiculous. So this guy right here, and let me show you an image of this guy. So, I mean, who's built like that? You know what I mean? It doesn't even look real. Look at him holding the mallet in his hand. I mean, just ridiculous. So the fight's off. Just wanted to bring that to you. And I don't think we'll be seeing too much more of the Iranian Hulk. So I would have liked to see that. I would have liked to see that fight. I'd like to see him get knocked out. Would have been entertaining. With that being said, man, it was supposed to be boxing, a boxing channel, so covering boxing. But he's scared. He got shoved. I don't want to go and post that stuff on here, because, you know, YouTube, man, it flagged everything. And I'm not stealing anybody else's stuff, man. But you go out to the YouTube, you can see the face off, and when he gets shoved, he got shoved hard. And when he felt that power, that's when he turned into a chicken and said, you know what, I don't want anything to do with this English monster by the name of Martyn Ford. And with everything else going on with the family and the country turning back on him, he just found a way to lose, and found a way to get himself out of that commitment he made, and now he's just a joke. He's just nothing but a meme. Everyone knows that he's not this big muscular guy. He's just a normal guy, man, and it's okay. But stop with all the lies and misleading people. At some point, it's gonna catch up with you. You gotta be comfortable in your own skin. That being said, shout out to all the veterans. Y'all enjoy your week. And as always, I'm in the breeze.